Experiment refers to a chance process that leads to well-defined results called outcomes. Outcome is the result of a single trial of a probability experiment. Sample space refers to the set of all possible outcomes of an experiment. Sample point is just one of the possible outcomes. Event refers to a result satisfying some given conditions. It is any set of one or more outcomes. In a debate contest, the participants are divided into two groups so that members of Group 1 will be paired with members of Group 2. The members of Group 1 are Lena, Estella, Felisa and May, while the members of Group 2 are Mark, Red, and Sam. How many possible pairings are there? Show the pairings using a table. Erwin is a lifestyle and food vlogger. Whenever he goes for work to create content for his channel, he will always bring with him a pair of spoon and fork. Erwin has 4 spoons, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 3 forks. A, B, C. Show the number of possible ways Erwin will bring his pair of spoon and fork whenever he works using a tree diagram. Tree diagram is a device consisting of line segments emanating from a starting point and from the outcome point. It is used to determine all possible outcomes of a probability experiment. In tossing a coin 3 times, how many possible outcomes are there? Determine the number of outcomes by systematic nesting. Fundamental counting principle is all about choices you can make given many possibilities. It states that we can figure out the total number of ways different events can occur by multiplying the number of events or each task can happen. If you have X ways of doing event 1, Y ways of doing event 2, and Z ways of doing event 3, then you can find the total number of outcomes by multiplying X, Y and Z. We can find the total number of ways that 2 or more separate tasks can happen by multiplying the number of ways each task can happen separately. An Indian cuisine is celebrating its 10th anniversary with a free buffet. The buffet offers a cup of rice, a vegetable viand, a meat viand, and a regular drink. If there are 3 vegetable viands which are aloo gobi, palak paneer and bangan bharta, 3 meat viands which are tikka masala rogan josh and butter chicken, and 2 drinks which are mango lassi and masala chai, how many possible choices of meal does a customer have? Using the digits from 1 to 9, how many 3-digit numbers can be formed if repetition of digits is allowed? No repetition is allowed. Since we will form 3-digit numbers, so we reserve space for each digit. In the first space, any one of the 9 digits can be placed. In the second space, any one of the 9 digits can be placed, and in the third space any one of the 9 digits can be placed also. In the first space, any one of the 9 digits can be placed. In the second space, any one of the 8 remaining digits can be placed, since 1 digit is already assigned in the first space, and in the third space any one of the 7 remaining digits can be placed, since 2 digits are already assigned in the first 2 spaces. Probability is a branch of mathematics that seeks to study uncertainty in a systematic way. It is a measure or estimate of the likelihood of an event happening. Possibilities are the conditions or qualities of something to happen. Probability of an event is a number from 0 to 1 which tells how likely the event is to happen. P of E is equal to N of E over N of S, where E is the event, N of E is the number of favorable outcomes, N of S is the total number of possible outcomes. Certain refers to an event which has to happen. Chance refers to the likelihood or possibility that something will happen. Impossible refers to an event which will never happen. Uncertain refers to something which is likely to change, and therefore not reliable or stable. Unlikely refers to something which is not likely to occur, not likely to be true or be believed. Likely, having a high probability of occurring or being true. Probability rules: if an event has a probability of 0, or 0%, then it will never happen or it is impossible to happen. If an event has a probability of 0.5 or 50%, then the event has the same chance or even chance to happen or not to happen. If an event has a probability of 1, or 100%, then the event is certain to happen. The sum of the probabilities of all the outcomes of an experiment is 1. Janeth has a 5-cent coin in her pocket. She tosses the coin once. What is the probability of tail turning up? She tosses the coin twice. What is the probability of getting 2 heads? You are transferred to Salarsville High School as a grade 8 student. There are 13 sections and a spinner is used to randomly assign you to one. What is the probability that you will be placed in section aphid? Die is a small cube whose faces are marked with dots of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 in each of the 6 faces. In rolling a die once, what is the probability of getting 7? What is the probability of getting 9? What is the probability of getting less than 4? What is the probability of getting less than 7? A card is drawn from a standard deck of playing cards. What is the probability of drawing a queen, a king or an ace, drawing a white king, and king of hearts? A box contains 7 red marbles, 5 orange marbles, 4 yellow marbles, 6 green marbles and 3 blue marbles. What is the probability of drawing out an orange marble, a blue marble, a red marble, and a yellow marble? Look carefully at the given set. The probability of having number 10, number 13, odd numbers, even numbers, an odd number divisible by 3, an even number divisible by 3, even numbers divisible by 5, numbers less than 10, numbers greater than 12, prime numbers, numbers less than 13, composite numbers. If one letter is chosen at random from the word trustworthy, what is the probability that the letter chosen is a consonant? There are 25 students in grade 8, 15 are boys and the rest of them are girls. A student is selected for a field trip in random. Find the probability of choosing a boy and probability of choosing a girl. When two events are independent, one event does not influence the probability of another event. An independent event is an event that has no connection to another event's chances of happening or not happening. When two events are dependent events, one event influences the probability of another event. Experimental probability. It is based on the number of possible outcomes by the total number of trials. It is the probability of an outcome of an event based on an experiment. The more experiments we do, the closer the probabilities get to the theoretical probability. Theoretical probability. It is an approach that bases the probability on the possible chances of something to happen. It is the probability that is calculated using math formulas. This is the probability based on math theory. Equally likely events are events that have the same probability of occurring. Subjective probability. It is based on a person's own personal reasoning and judgment. It is the probability that the outcome a person is expecting will actually occur. There are no formal calculations for subjective probability, but instead it is based on a person's own knowledge and feelings. For example, during a sports game, a fan of one team may state that the team they are rooting for will win. The person bases his decision on facts or opinions regarding the game, the two teams and the likelihood of the team winning.